Hello and welcome to this week's Friday Tech Roundup. As you can see, we are in a new environment. This is in fact my house. And I, alongside all my colleagues at ECS, are among just one UK business which is currently working remotely. But we still wanted to bring you the news of the day. So as always, this Friday we will be bringing you 5 pieces of news, plus one additional bit at the end of today as a bonus piece. To hopefully get you through the rest of this week and into that weekend. Enjoy. Number 1, in amongst the uncertainty and chaos that COVID-19 brings, something rather remarkable is happening. Boris Johnson managed to secure the pledge of more than 30 UK tech firms who have volunteered their data, expertise and assets to the UK's fight against coronavirus. In what Boris describes as a digital Dunkirk, this pledge has seen the likes of Apple, Microsoft, DeepMind and Uber come together to offer their resources to help those who need it most. And what does this look like? Well, Uber have offered free taxi rides home for all NHS workers. We have AI tools helping to model the impact of COVID-19 and also to look at the potential interventions in the impact of those. And we also have free video conferencing tools and cloud computing services given to NHS workers to help them through this time as well. I think it goes without saying that an unprecedented virus requires an unprecedented response, and that's exactly what we're seeing now. And quite frankly, I am super proud to be working within the tech industry right now. Number 2, talking about communication tools, Microsoft Teams suffered an outage earlier on in the week just as thousands of UK and European workers logged on to start their remote working journeys. Fortunately, Microsoft jumped on this and had a remedy in place within just a few hours. But let's not forget, this is now the second outage that Microsoft Teams have experienced within the last month after they forgot to update an expired SSL certificate last month. Hopefully, with everything else that is going on at the moment, these small things can be forgiven in light of everything else that they're doing to help support people during COVID-19. Number 3, and hopefully a knight in shining armour, Bill Gates, co-founder of Microsoft, is stepping down from the company board to spend more time tackling some of the world's toughest challenges in global health and development, education and climate change. He's also stepped down from the board of Berkshire Hathaway to free up additional time also. Mr. Gates has served on Berkshire's board since 2004, but devotes much of his time to the charitable organisation he set up with his wife Melinda, called the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. In fact, the couple were named the most generous philanthropists in the US in 2018 after giving $4.8 billion to their foundation in the previous year. I cannot wait to see the genius of Bill Gates in action, and hopefully we start to see some of the solutions in place in the upcoming years. Number 4, Tessian has released their most recent report called Opportunity in Cybersecurity 2020, focusing on the skill shortage within cybersecurity, which currently sits at a predicted 4 million unfulfilled seats. This report looks at the underlying reasons why there is so little interest in roles, and also the implications of having such limited diversity within the space. Containing commentary from leading cybersecurity professionals from the likes of Google, IBM, Funding Circle and Herbert Smith Freehills. This is a really interesting read for all those looking to better understand the cybersecurity space, and as well as the opportunities that are not only available, but what we can be doing to attract more to the field to fill those opportunities. We've dropped a link below, so if you are interested, have a read and let us know what you think. Number 5, Google has made a really powerful move to pause all Chrome releases until further notice. This comes amid the growing COVID-19 crisis, as well as heightened security risks associated to hackers using this as an opportunity to target remote workforces who have spun up new infrastructure and in some cases moved away from traditional networks to support their business as usual activity. Google is hoping that by pulling back on new releases, it will allow its own reduced remote and reduced workforce to focus on the most important aspects to protect users. What this means for the user is that you won't be getting any new Chrome features for a while. However, it does mean that the Google team is fully on your team and will be making sure they have enough time dedicated to security updates and addressing issues quickly so you can continue to use Chrome without concern. Number 6, a bonus piece of news for you, but it really is worth adding on the end of this because it is your chance as software engineers to be able to help the COVID-19 cause. Now, whilst the software engineer community has not yet got its own virtual choir, what it does have is a marketplace called helpwithcovid.com, which has listed out a whole bunch of projects which need the support from software engineers like yourselves. And the projects they have everything from elderly grocery delivery services to building APIs and making these available to researchers and developers to get scalable access to vital data. If you have any time spare and any expertise in software development, head over to helpwithcovid.com and support where you can. We've dropped a link below, so do that today. Thank you so much for joining me in my house for this episode of the Friday Tech Roundup. As always, everything we've spoken about has been dropped below as a link, so do check that out if you're curious to find out more. We really hope this episode has provided a bit more positive news for you in amongst your news feeds. And as always, we welcome comments, so if you've got anything to share, do reach out to us. Stay safe, stay well, and also good luck with the remote working if that's also what you're doing. We hope to catch up with you next week. Take care.